everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Bronwyn and I make fashion and style content, and I post at least one new video every week, so if you do enjoy the type of content that I create, please feel free to subscribe. Today we're going to be tackling my shoe collection. This is a video that I actually did back in 2018, but obviously it's been a couple of years, a few things have changed, so I figured I would do another video on my updated shoe collection, so I hope you enjoy and let's get started. I figured we would start with boots because it's winter in New Zealand and that is what I'm wearing the majority of the time. So starting off with these boots here, which are from Puppies. These are very neutral kind of tan colored boots with a little block heel. They are very minimal in design, which is definitely something that I look for with my footwear because I don't want to have a different pair of shoes for every single outfit. I want a set of staples that are going to go with lots of different outfits in my wardrobe. Speaking of which, I should have mentioned I have 11 pairs of shoes, which I think is the same number that I had in my last shoe collection video, but they're obviously not the same 11 pairs. The one detail that I think really makes these shoes stand out a little bit and makes them a bit more special is this gorgeous tortoiseshell buckle detail on the side here. Aside from that, they are pretty plain in design. They do have a slight pointed toe. They're a nice neutral color that is going to go with everything. They zip up on the inside and they have a really nice foot contouring cushioning detail on the inside that makes them really nice and comfortable. I think these were a little over $200. I picked them up last winter. I've definitely had my wear out of them. I'm loving them this winter as well. I'm finding these the perfect shoe to pair with, for example, the dress that I'm wearing right now. Anything with a pattern in more of a neutral color. These pair perfectly because they kind of tie in the colors without contrasting too much. Next up, a staple in everyone's shoe wardrobe, it is a pair of black boots. This is my third winter with these boots. They're still going strong. They're from Hannah's, from the brand Noir. Very, very similar design to the previous pair of shoes with the small block heel, a zip up the side. And aside from that, there's really no special features on these. They're just plain black, designed to go with pretty much everything in my wardrobe. I think these were under $200. They would have been probably $150, $180, somewhere around that mark. Again, real leather. I think for a pair of boots that you're going to be wearing pretty much all winter, it's worth doing a bit of investing. These next couple of pairs of boots are not quite so waterproof. They are more what I would wear on a cold but sunny winter's day. So these ones here are from Everlane. They are the re-knit glove boot. I have mine in this dark brown shade, which again is perfect for pairing with things like this dress with a bit of a neutral pattern to it. Again, we have the same small block heel. I find this the perfect thing to give me a little bit of height but also still be comfortable and easy to walk in. These are super flattering because they're very form-fitting. They are tight all the way up to the top. They fit to the shape of your leg, and they're also super comfortable on top as well because the material is stretchy. It just fits to the shape of your foot. I find these super comfortable to wear. The only downside that I have for these is that the grip is non-existent. I wouldn't wear these if you're doing a lot of walking and there's potentially going to be a lot of hills or slopes, because I have gone slipping and sliding down an escalator in these. These I think were around $180 or $190. As I said, I got them from Everlane, which is a brand that makes sustainable clothing. However, it's come to light recently that their ethics in terms of how they treat their workers is questionable. Another pair of non-waterproof boots. These are my statement boots from Topshop. These might actually be my cheapest boots. I got these on sale for £35, which is around $70. I'm not sure how much they were before the sale, but they're definitely my cheapest pair of boots. So they are in this dark green moss color, which is what makes them my statement piece, and they also have the tallest heel out of all of my shoes, I think. It is a block heel, which I do find easy to walk in, but this one in particular is a little bit tall, so I don't wear these day to day because the heel height is just a little bit much for me. These ones, similar to the last ones, they're kind of like sock boots where they fit the shape of your leg right up to the top. They do have a little bit of a squared off toe. It's nothing too noticeable, but it's just there. Zip up the inside makes them nice and easy to get into. I do think these go with a lot of my wardrobe, but I don't wear them a lot. I think I've only worn them 2 or 3 times, and I've had them for over a year now. That's it for my boots. So moving on to trainers next. First up, I actually have 2 pairs of Nike trainers. This is my old pair here, which is the Flex 2016 Run. So I've obviously had these for about 4 years. And these ones don't actually say what make they are, but they do say they were made in 2018. I think I bought these last year though, so I've had them for about a year. The reason I keep both, even though obviously like the new ones are meant to replace the old ones, is because I like to wear the old ones for anything that's a little bit dirty, just so that I can keep the new ones nice and clean, I guess. So the new ones I always wear to the gym, and I also took them to Japan with me because I didn't want to risk these ones falling apart halfway through our trip, especially since I was only taking one pair of shoes. The old ones I wear to work, although I do kind of wear both of them to work. It depends on the weather. If it's really rainy and I know I've got to do duty out on the field, I'll wear the old ones. These I think were about $140 each. I get mine from Sterling Sports. I think they're a good investment because I literally wear these all the time, doesn't matter what season. I'm wearing them to the gym once or twice a week at least, and then I'm usually wearing them to work 2 or 3 times at least during the week as well. These are my kids, which I got from Hannah's. These are, again, real leather. They are plain white trainers basically. I've had these for a couple of years now. They were about $170. These have been my go-to shoe for like every season except for winter since I've had them until recently. I'll show you what's replaced them in a minute. These were like the style version of my Nikes. They're super comfortable, easy to walk in because they're nice and flat. Even in the rain, I mean, because they're leather, they just kind of wipe clean. So these were a go-to shoe that went with everything in my wardrobe. They kind of make everything a little bit more casual, a little bit more streetwear, a little bit more cool. And then at the start of this year, I just all of a sudden decided I didn't really love how the plain white was looking with my outfits, and I wanted something a little bit more like creamy colored or off-white. Which brings us to the next pair of shoes, which has kind of replaced my kids and their purpose in my wardrobe. So these are the Trainer from Everlane. Again, not sure about their ethics at the moment, but I purchased these before all of that came to light, when they were just being upheld as a great, sustainable, ethical brand. So these, again, real leather on the outside, which means if they do get a bit dirty, you can just wipe them clean. I sized up by half a size in these because all of the reviews said they run a little bit small. And I did get blisters the very first time I wore these. I went for like an hour-long walk, which is probably not the smartest thing to do with a new pair of shoes. But once I got that first wear out of the way and got rid of those initial blisters, they've been super comfortable since then. I've definitely broken them in. I love how they feel to walk in. I love how this slightly off-white color goes with everything in my wardrobe. Just that very slight color difference has made a big difference with how I feel about my outfits, to be honest. I'm not wearing them so much now in winter because, as I said, I tend to go for my boots. These are actually my most expensive pair of shoes. My Hush Puppy boots were my most expensive until I bought these. And moving on to my last category of shoes, which is my summer sandals. First up, we have these white ones, which are also from Hannah's. The brand of these is Pulp. Again, they have real leather for all these white sections here, which makes them really durable and easy to clean. Mine need a good clean. I just haven't been bothered because it's winter right now. I've had these for 2.5 years, so I've worn them through 3 summers, I think, and they're still going really strong. They're not coming apart anywhere. I mean, yes, they need a clean, but that's very easy to do. I've just been a bit lazy. I find these really comfortable to wear because they are flat, and they also don't have that little toe thing that you have on Sandals. I find that really uncomfortable. I always get blisters in between my toes. And also this little ankle strap, I just find it keeps my feet really secure. I don't like slip out of them by accident when I'm walking. I'm pretty sure I paid $50. It's pretty hard to remember 3 years ago what I paid for a pair of shoes, but yeah, I think these were about $50. Also from Hannah's, from the brand Pulp, I have these brown sandals. I think I got these the summer after those previous ones that I showed you, so I've had these for 2 summers. These are definitely my most worn summer sandals. I think just the brown color is so easy to pair with absolutely everything. They're not quite as glaring as the white color. As I said, I'm kind of coming away from that really bright white, preferring something a little bit more muted and understated. I think these were about $40 actually. Again, they are real leather just on this top part here. I've absolutely had my wear out of these, as you can see from the gross kind of foot imprint that's on them, but they're still going strong. I'm still loving them. Can't wait to pull them out next summer. And the last pair of shoes that I have is also the most fun pair of shoes that are in my wardrobe, and it is these beautiful bright yellow sandals from Hannah's, but from the brand Hush Puppies. I absolutely adore these. These are my statement shoe for summer, or spring and summer, I guess. I picked these up last summer, so I have only owned them for 1 summer, not even a full year. But I did get a fair bit of use out of them, considering they're my statement shoes. which means they're not something that I'm going to be wearing all the time. I think I got about 5 or 6 wears out of them. So they do have a block heel on them. It is fairly high, but it's not too high that I can't walk in them. And then they have this nice ankle strap, which is great to, again, make sure that I'm not slipping out of them all the time. Because they're the Hush Puppy brand, they do, again, have this nice cushioning down here, and they've also got little, like, breathing holes in this section here. They've got some good grip on the bottom as well. This material is almost like rubbery, so you're not going to go sliding around in these. The material of these is not actually written on them. I remember when I bought them, it said on the box that they were a type of leather, but they're not like that smooth leather that you can wipe clean. They're more of like a suede feel, which means you don't really want to get them dirty because they are going to be a little bit difficult to clean. But for a special occasion or for a really plain outfit, think an all white or an all black outfit, I think these are amazing. And I feel so put together and so like girly and flirty and cute when I wear these. Again, I can't remember the exact price of these. If I can find it, I'll put it up on the screen, but my best guess would be like 140. And for 5 or 6 wears, I haven't obviously got my money's worth yet, but these are a piece that I'm going to keep for years and years and years and just pull them out every time I have a special occasion or an outfit that calls for them. So I think over the years I will get my money's worth out of them. And that brings me to the end of today's video. That is my updated shoe collection for 2020, my 11 pairs of shoes that I currently own. It would be really cool to know how many pairs of shoes you own, so please leave me a comment and let me know. Thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again next time. Bye!